I'm still in New York. COVID is getting bad again.
Because they're more transmissible.
Biden wants to ask all Americans to wear masks for the first 100 days of his presidency.
I'm going to ask you to mask up for the next 100 days.
My dad watches Giuliani in Georgia, still trying to reverse the election.
State law doesn't in any way prevent you, the legislature, from immediately taking this over and deciding this.
This buzine? I laugh, a bit surprised that my father called him a monkey in Farsi. Panauh puts his face in his hands and shakes his head. It's his birthday, so we all hike later together and make a fire in the park. We used to do this every week when you were in college, he explains. My dad and him pick out twigs and leaves and keep adding it to the pile in an outdoor brick fire pit in the park. I like fire, Panauh continues. It can be really dangerous and peaceful at the same time. This is part of your ancestry, my dad adds. Fire is a symbol of a new beginning. Earlier that day, I talked to my relative in Iran. Things are terribly bad because of COVID. We're in quarantine, Pirooz, she tells me, for the next 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I say. It's so bad, Pirooz. No one has food to eat. Now there are long lines just to get chicken, and it's so expensive. Chicken? Yes, chicken. I look all day in the online store to get this chicken for my mother. I go to this Digicala and there's nothing. But then I find some chicken on another site. I try to get it delivered for tomorrow, but they say 1 week for chicken. Then I go to another site and it's good price. So I yell to my mother and she say, go get rice and lemon too. So I add the rice and lemon and I go to pay. And then when I go there, I see that it's not working. I refresh the screen and then my whole order is gone. I say, what the hell? I have to do everything again. I pick up the same thing and then they say, deliver tomorrow. I order and I go to my mom and I say, I did it. I got the chicken. And she say, good job. And we are very happy to have this chicken. Back at the fire, my father asked Panauh to say a prayer to mark the occasion. God, Panauh says, thank you for letting us be together to make this fire.
Happy birthday, son. It's a beautiful day.
Things have been tough on both of them during the pandemic. My brother has kept himself sequestered in the basement and can't see friends for fear of bringing the virus back home. He tells me how crazy he feels. I miss hot women, man, he says. What do you mean? Like going on a date? No, like just going to a bar and seeing someone. I tell my relative about this and she feels his pain as much as I do. He's a young man, Pirooz, she says. This COVID is hard for everyone. The next day, my father and I hike again. We've been doing this every day for months now. This is my meditation, he tells me. Today, we walk through the snow and see that the parking lot has been blocked off. There's a new sign that says, no hunting allowed. People must be going hungry, I tell him. They're coming here to hunt deer. What can they do? My dad says. Yesterday, someone come to the door. They asked me, is it okay they hunt deer in my neighborhood? I say, no. I didn't want to talk too much. Well, that's dangerous. What if they shot a kid or someone by accident? Yeah. But these people are in real danger. There's no money or food to eat. My mother has dinner ready when we get back from the hike. I look at all the khorish geymeh, an Iranian stew made of chicken and yellow split peas, and think of the person who wanted to hunt deer and my relative back in Iran. The news is on in the background, and 3 analysts discuss the assassination of the Iranian nuclear scientist.
One of the country's top nuclear scientists has been assassinated.
And the Iranian parliament's decree to increase uranium enrichment back to 20% in retaliation to the attack.
Iran's stockpile of enriched uranium has reached 12 times higher than what was agreed under the nuclear deal.
The conversation then moves to Trump visiting Georgia to sway voters in the Senate race.
What about the turnout rate? 120%?
I walk up to my room and talk to my relative again. She's already laughing about what happened to her that morning. I wait all morning for this chicken, Pirooz. Then I go check the site and it says Friday. I think it was the next day, but it was 2 days later. My mother was so mad. Where is my chicken? She said. I tell her I am sorry, but I think it was today. Oh, Pirooz, it was so funny. I wake up at 9 a.m. and I'm just waiting for this chicken. Outside my window, it's snowing. I've been waiting for news on different jobs. I've got student loans to pay. I'm stuck in limbo. I wonder how much longer things will be this way. I think back to my brother's birthday at the fire. Just look at the fire, my brother says. It's beautiful. Can you see it? I watch my brother. He stares at the flames without looking back at me. I like fire, the power of fire. It can be calm. It can be very strong at the same time. Just the way the flames work. It's more about how the flames work, the way a fire works. It moves in a way that you can get lost in the embers. It's like the way the flames move is a lot like the way water can move and adapt. It also has a power that can be controlled or free and out of control at the same time. When you stare at a fire, you can get lost just looking at it.
تنهای تنها تنها تو دنیا من خسته و دور به سوی فردا تنهای تنها تنها تو دنیا من خسته و دور به سوی فردا تو این جدایی من بودم و شب من بودم و عشق قلب تمنا تو این جدایی من بودم و شب من بودم و عشق قلب تمنا
Always, I say in America, I say, Kuna Matata. No worry.